Hi, and welcome to Sully's Kitchen. I'm Sully. Today, we have a very special episode. I'm going to stick a can of beer up a chicken's butt.
Chicken!
Beer can chicken. Apparently, it's very popular in the US. I haven't had it before. I've heard it's very good. So, I've been watching a bunch of cooking videos now that, I make cooking videos to get new ideas for things to make. So I've been watching a lot of Sam the Cooking Guy lately,
The chicken is a must. The sauce is a must.
and I'm hoping that he's going to give me a shout out so that I can get more than 50 views on this video. Also, you got to share it. Share it. Share it with your friends. Share it with your families. Like, subscribe, share. Or you're going to hurt my feelings. Okay? Before we get into it, how about a chicken joke? Why did the chicken cross the road? Why? To get to the person that's going to like and share this video's house. Knock, knock. Who's there? The chicken. Like and subscribe and share. Okay, so I'm going to follow Sam the Cooking Guy's recipe. However, his recipe, he eyeballs everything.
Some cumin.
So there's a great amount of risk here, but I'm up to the challenge.
First, the rub.
A little bit of chili powder, a little bit of garlic powder, and just kind of try in equal parts. Some cumin, fresh ground pepper.
Come on, baby. Let's do the twist. Come on, baby. Let's do the twist. Take me by my little hand and go like this.
Got some brown sugar. And some kosher salt. And he said with your fingers to mix it up. I washed my hands. I should do everything with my hands. I'll save myself from doing a lot of dishes afterwards. Whoop, messy still. All right, that's what I got for my little rub there. Little chicken rub. And before I rub the chicken, I am going to take my canola oil and I got a brush. And I'm going to brush the chicken up with the canola oil so that the rub will stick to the chicken better. Chicken here. I've never cooked a whole chicken before, so I don't know why I'm trying it in a difficult manner for the first time. But anyway, so I got my brush and my canola oil. Gonna oil this baby up. I don't know if I have enough oil left, but the guy's pretty sticky and slimy to begin with, so I'm not too concerned. Making sure I'm very careful with having one clean hand here without touching the chicken so I don't get salmonella. One benefit that this virus has, it really made me a lot more aware of what I'm touching in my hygiene. Yeah, that's kind of gross. Ugh, ugh. My finger went in its neck. Ugh, so gooey and sloppy. I don't like it. I'm gonna season it. I'm gonna season it very, very well. I don't want to touch it anymore. I'm kind of grossed out. Well, we know that I couldn't be a butcher for sure if I can barely touch the whole chicken. And then I just touched the chicken with my clean hand, so wash my hands. Don't want it going into the clean seasoning because I'm going to need that a little later. One hand clean, one hand rub. I didn't expect to be this grossed out. It just feels like flesh. Massage the chicken body. The oven is set to 350 degrees. I think I have enough rub on it. It looks like it's moving at some points as it's sliding around in the oil. Now that I have the rub on the chicken, it's time to get the beer from the fridge. So I know that cooking with the alcohol, it always burns out the alcohol. I don't know if it burns out the gluten. Probably doesn't. So, to be safe, for my celiac co-producer here, I got a gluten-free beer. Sam the Cooking Guy says you don't want it full.
Open it up and then take some out. You don't want it full.
You're going to want it about a quarter of the way gone. So, cheers. Farmhouse. Never had this kind before. Pretty good for gluten-free beer. I'm not looking forward to this next part. I thought it looked fun whenever I watched the video, but now that, again, I did not expect to be this grossed out by rubbing the chicken body. So goopy. Like we're almost where we need to be. And then you know what's coming next.
The size of that thing.
Let's try to do this right. This is gross. I think you're supposed to use a short can, not a tall boy. However, I couldn't find any that we're gluten-free. Oh, this just feels so wrong. It's supposed to stand like a tripod. Oh, this is just so gross. Okay. I'm going to give it a bit more of a rub. I want to save a bit of the seasoning. So Sam, the cooking guy, he had a holder for the chicken. We're just going to hope that this guy does not topple over. Okay, so I'm going to wait for that to cook up to 350. It's almost there. And then I'm going to put this in the oven for an hour and a half. But I'm going to flip it around to the other side so that's even at 45 minutes in.
Doesn't fit.
Beer can chicken is in the oven. And again, I need to put a timer on. Now I'm going to make a quick little sauce to go on the side with the chicken. So I'm going to use some of the seasoning that I have left over, and I'm going to add sour cream to it, lime juice, squeeze the hell out of a lime, and then add some minced garlic. So did one of the trials of those like food prep kit things. And they had the garlic already minced, so let's going to fire that in there. I think I probably put in too much. And then I'm going to use my other half of my lime and squeeze that in. It's definitely too much garlic. I am taking some out. It's not meant to be a super thick sauce. It's going to give it a little test. I think that's good. Yeah, it's interesting.
I feel like chicken tonight, like chicken tonight, chicken tonight. I feel like chicken tonight, like chicken tonight, chicken tonight.
Here's the big moment. The taste test. I got my chicken. Dipping it in the dipping sauce. Oh my god. That's the best chicken I've ever had in my life. It's so moist. Moist. The sauce is very good too. You have to try this. Man, that chicken was good. I highly suggest that you make beer can chicken sometime in the near future. It was very easy to do. So then whenever you have leftovers, I looked at different ways to keep the chicken as juicy as possible while in the fridge. So basically cut it all up, put it in a Ziploc bag, put a teaspoon or so of chicken stock. You can use water if you don't have any chicken stock, and then suck as much of the air out as possible because the air is what will make it dry within the fridge, and then toss it in the fridge, and then, there's other methods to do of like brining and stuff. I didn't quite know what all that meant, but anyway. So yeah, very very pleased with that recipe. This was the first recipe where I wasn't very strict in regards to teaspoon of this, tablespoon of this, and following the direct recipe. We've had a number of episodes here. I've been doing this for a few months and started out as a complete noob, but now I'm starting to think that I should trust myself more in terms of what I like rather than to just follow a recipe exactly. As long as I'm making sure that the temperature for the meat is safe and all that. But, for the rubs and for all the sauces, things like that, sometimes following the recipe to a T is what led me astray. So I'm going to trust my gut more, and you should too. All right, that's all for this week. Thanks again, and remember, like and share and subscribe. And tell people about it, word of mouth. Okay, thanks. We'll see you next week. Bye. Moist.